Hey everybody, so I'm going back in our archives. This case is from 2021, and let me read to you what she says. My whole life, my mom told me my dad was another man, and as I got older, the family told me it wasn't him. So we did DNA testing, and surprise, surprise, it was not him. So I did an ancestry DNA test in hopes of finding my biological dad. So with that, welcome back to Client Stories with Amy. So when we looked at her DNA matches, she had some good matches. She has one at 986 centimorgans, 371, 368, and 220. She also had a mystery 1924 centimorgan match who was not returning any messages. All they had was just a name on there, no photo, no bio, no location, no nothing. And the name was literally generic, like a John Smith. It was a very generic name. So no tree, nothing to go off of with this one person, which is probably either an uncle or a half sibling, something around those range. Once we got in there and was getting the tree together and all of that things, we were able to figure out who this match was, and it landed on the birth father. And the last name was a very common last name, but it worked out because in this area there wasn't a whole lot of people with this last name that were connected with these family names. So we had all of their first names, and we were able to confirm things by a family obituary, which was actually one of the grandparents' obituaries. All of these names pretty much were lining out with this family. So we knew we had the right family based on the DNA matches. So we had the paper evidence of the obituary with the DNA matches names in them. So that's what helped us solve this case. There was a lot of social media presence for this family, so we were able to find contact information for our client very, very easily. And so she ended up reaching out to who we suspected was the biological father. It was one of four men, and so she decided to reach out, and she was able to get one of them to confirm that he was in fact the birth father. They did a DNA test, and it confirmed it. The one interesting thing about the story that stands with me is the biological mother's age. The biological mother's age was 13. She was 13 when she delivered the client, and she kept that baby and raised that baby. And she worked as a waitress, and she did whatever she could to help take care of this baby. She raised her with her parents' help, but our client said that there was very little help from her parents. She literally worked her behind off to take care of our client. 13 years old. I know there's mamas in their 20s and 30s that struggle with taking care of a baby. Can you imagine at 13 years old when you should be thinking about junior high school and your next dance and trying to get your homework in time, and this 13 years old child was working as a waitress to take care of her baby as best she could. Like, kudos to that one strong ass mama, you all. Dang, she's awesome. I will never forget that story because of this. The biological father, he was 14 at the time, and we've actually found a photo of him around that age, and he kind of looked like Justin Bieber. He had really thick, dark hair, and it was kind of swooped to the side, and he had a baseball cap on that was kind of not all the way on his head because he had so much hair. But yeah, it was a happy ending. They're in contact with each other, and he immediately remembered who mom was. He says he didn't know that she was pregnant and gave birth. He didn't know any of that. And so, yeah, it's a happy ever ending. But that's it for today. I will see you guys later. And don't forget to hit like, follow, and share. And I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.